how much of that variation is allowed. So for an example today, I'm using the individual moving range. So the top chart is the individual chart that we cover in class, and the bottom one is the moving range. And remember, let me step back a second. And the individual means on that top chart, each individual data point is being plotted out in its time series. And then on the bottom with that moving range, the reason you don't see a point number 1 is because over there in number two is actually the range between points 1 and 2, then 2 and 3, then 3 and 4. It's the range or the distance between those. So individual, moving range. All right, now back to my story here. When we see the variation there, you want it to be varying between those control limits. Now I mentioned spec limits, and those were given by the customer and worked out with the engineers, right? But now the control limits are the voice of the process. They're saying, hey, listen, here's the mean based on the data you give me. It's that center line. And then those lines on the top and bottom there, those are the upper and lower control limits.